Hello, this is the Robin's Nest by Terry. Let's paint today.
Actually, I'll probably be sitting on the floor to do this one. Okay, so now we got to see what happens when you spray insulation. Oh yeah, look, we got insulation. Okay, so I cut the pumpkin in half vertically. It kind of got a little messed up, but that's okay because he's going to have fire coming out of his face. And you guys know I'm not ever saying that I'm crafty, but I'm going to try to be crafty tonight. Let's see, take my husband's internet off too so I can see if I can bring it up. All right, I think we're good to go. It snowed a little while ago. It is pretty cold here. It is very cold. Okay. Oh, and I see myself, so we're good. I'm going to turn off this heater before I get the lights too close, and that would never be a good thing. Oh, you can see it good this way. All right. Okay, we are tested, and we're good. Hello, Melissa. Cody, I think I can pull it off. Oh, your power's been off. Ugh. Okay. So, let's see. All of these lights are going on this little board. And then we're going to figure out how we're going to attach this to that. And I hope the insulation, okay, I got that off because we're going to need some heat here. Got that. All right. Hi, Christy. I don't know that I'm good at crafting, but I am going to paint a sign to go with it. I only have 45 minutes, so we'll see what happens. All right. Okay, 8:14. Kind of wanted purple lights, but they didn't have any purple ones, so I had to take what I had. So this is going to be a sign that hangs up here. I have it just. This is from Dollar Tree. So that's going to hang up there for the Witch's Brewery. Brewery is what I'm trying to say. I do have a hot glue gun, now that you said that, Tammy, which is right here. We got black spray paint. We got a glue gun. We got a little shop that can't run a whole lot on a circuit. So we're going to see what happens. We may all end up in the dark here pretty soon. All right, got the glue gun going. So this, nobody told me it takes a while for the insulation to set up. I thought it dried automatically. All right, hi Kay. All right, Tracy's on, so we're ready to go, guys. All right, so let me start off by saying we don't know if this is going to be a good Pinterest hack or not, so we're going to try it out. I'm going to do mine differently. What Pinterest did was they used this foam spray. They sprayed it like on a baking sheet over the top of the lights. And then they sprayed black paint on it, and it looks like it's on fire. Well, I'm going to take mine a step further. I had my husband make me this board, and it's just out of fence boards. And he reinforced the back. I said, I need a ledge at the bottom. And I should have said shelf. I didn't know there was a difference between the word shelf and the word ledge, which would have made it easier to attach my pumpkin, but apparently we say ledge and he says shelf, so Join you in the dark. Oh, Jennifer! I'm glad you joined. We got some good projects going on. All right, so 3 fence boards. They have boards running behind them. I got this little ledge that I don't know what it's going to do good for me now. I took one of these plastic pumpkins. I cut it in half, cut out the face. Unfortunately, I was trying to get it to dry a little fast, so he kind of deformed on me. But that's good. It'll be fine, right? So, never tried it before. It's going to take me a moment. I want some of these lights to go in his face. I want it to look like a witch's cauldron is what I'm wanting it to do. And if it works, I can do a Pinterest pin on this. The bad thing about this project is if these lights ever go out, you're kind of in a mess because you're never going to be able to replace them. Okay. Thought they were. There we go. So let's put, I'm going to bury that in there as well. And then we're going to ask how we keep that insulation from going in the sun into the cutouts, which is a good question that I didn't think about. And feed it in here. It doesn't have to all. Okay. Can you guys see this? I bring you down just a little. There we go. I've never crafted, painted anything in this position before, so. All right, let's try it out. I want some lights trailing. We may have to have some extra in the back. All right, we got this here. Then I've just got this big gap filler. Oops. And you know hot glue does not mix well with wood, but we're going to try it here. So we would have to have a glue gun that is hot. I'm going to put it right down. Oh, look at this, Cody. It's going to work out good. All right. I want to put some more lights in there because I still have a lot. Now, wouldn't this be a fun project to do with your kids? All right. Get them down in there. I'm going to hit it with the... I guess I should have done an experiment as to how long it takes for insulation to dry. And apparently it's going to take a while. I want this bubbling out the top because, okay, that's hold it there. And then I'm going to seal it all the way around. And then we're going to spray paint it black. So this is not the only step. And maybe after this one, you guys will say, yeah, she probably isn't as crafty as she thinks she is. But. And then there's also the question of how much foam insulation is in this thing. Okay, who needs TV? You guys got entertainment right here. Oh, it's going to expand. Well, you didn't tell me that, Christy. I've never used it before, but I do want it to. How long does it take to dry while you're doing that? I never even thought of that question before I started. Okay, so what I want it to do is while that's expanding, I may have to get some stick fast out after I'm done to hold it on there. Okay. I'm sure you're not supposed to hot glue lights, but for this demonstration, I am. I'm glad I have my husband's phone and he doesn't see this going on. Okay, that's where I want it. I want to hold it there. Well, it's coming out of his nose perfectly. There we go. Now, I'm going to turn this upside down so it can dry a little bit easier while we paint a sign that's going to go on it. And it's okay if we got insulation on it because he's supposed to look grungy when we're done. All right. Nobody told me I needed a wet rag for all that insulation on my hands as well. 24 hours? Christy! Nobody told me that. Well, we'll post some pictures when I'm done. I just figured it was instant. Okay. Now, I did find some more platinum paint, which is what I want to, in fact, I got a brand new thing of it. How's it look already? It'll be ready in the morning. That could be. All right. Well, we're going to let it, hold on. I got the doors open, so. And it's cold. Oh, it's going to give me the look I want. Look at that. It's going to work. It'll be adhered on there tomorrow. Okay. While that is setting up for a few minutes, we're going to paint a witch's brewery hat. Witch's brew. Let's call it that, okay? All right. So I bought one of these little wood plank signs from Dollar Tree. Okay, I'm going to flip you again, and we're going to make a little sign that'll go on top of it. Hold on, we got all kinds of angles up here today. And you know, when I was dreaming about this last night, it seemed a lot simpler in my dream. That spray foam doesn't come off. Oh, I do have skeletons, don't I? All right. Are you saying it doesn't come off of my hands? Or I don't care if it ever comes off of that thing. That thing will, with those lights in there, if the lights ever go bad, it'll never work anyway. All right, so my little sign, I was going to have it, maybe I do want to keep it orange. Let's keep it orange. It doesn't wash off your hands? That's okay. I have a husband who keeps a big Folgers coffee can of turpentine in there, and that's what I'll use for my hands. I know it's not good on them, but it's kind of the way we've always done it. Now let's see, make sure that you can see under here without the cord being in your way. So now when they did this, it's hard to get off. Yeah, it'll be good. I didn't even read the instructions on Pinterest. I just figured, they didn't take long to do that. I don't want too much orange. I just want a little shading underneath it. Okay, let's get that dried up. I'm going to write a cute saying on it. And we will put some of these little skeletons coming out of the top as well. Take a sander to my hands. It's going to expand 3 times the size. I wonder what it's going to look like tomorrow. It may have that bubbling over cauldron effect that I'm wanting, huh? I'm going to stick the blow dryer down there on it for just a moment. Okay, well, we're going to have a big oversized cauldron then. Okay, so I do want to put on here Witch's Brew. I've never painted on one of these slats from Dollar Tree before. But they do make it nice when you're just needing a scrap piece of wood. So you don't have to go out in the garage and look for any. You kept growing for 2 days? It may break the pumpkin? Huh. Well, they didn't say anything about that on Pinterest. Of course, I watched the really quick idea pin. I didn't read instructions that stuff grew. I guess I should have known because my dad back in the 70s worked for an insulation company, and that's when they first started with the blow-in insulation. The top of our garage, the ceiling, looked like a cave with all of that. But you know what he did with it? He made my grandma landscape rocks. So he just blew a big pile, it grew, and so it looked like she had these big boulders outside of her house, big rocks, and he spray painted them to look like rocks, and she was outdoors mowing her grass, whatever it was, and the neighbor stopped and thought she was really carrying a heavy rock. So you can make landscape rocks with them. Oh, I got to show you the lamp I got today. I went to the thrift store. And you guys know Judy Dooley on the Virtual Home Decor Marketplace. And she does those cypress nuts and paints the Santa Clauses on them. I got a lamp. My husband said it's probably from the 60s. With cypress knees. Okay. So what I wanted to do was put some of that insulation right here on the sign as well. We'll see if that'll work. That's what they call it, expanding. Oh my. I may be cutting it back, huh? Okay, let's pretty this sign up. Oh, I think it's growing on my finger. But it's going to look like it's on fire, and it's going to be outside, outside the house anyway. So I think it'll look like it's just a combusting pumpkin. And if it doesn't work out, at least my mirror that I did yesterday worked out. But I think it'll be all right. I'm just anxious to see how big it grows now. May not get my building. Maybe I should take it outside while it grows, huh? Wow, it looked really cool on Pinterest. But I bet they let theirs set overnight and then came back to it. I figured I could just spray foam and spray paint it black. I just hope my lights continue to show up. Okay. Ellen, according to everyone who's doing it on Pinterest, no, you were supposed to put the lights and then use your spray foam around them. I don't think insulation's flammable though. You wouldn't think so. Okay, we got a little sign. Now let's go back to what we were working on and bring it up and see what we can do with it. Now I'm going to have to flip you over again. Let's see how this works. Well, that wasn't good. And now when I pick you up, you're backwards, aren't you? All right, let's try this again. Perfect. What the heck? That out of the way. All right, now you can see it. Okay. We got it going on. I'm getting my workout. All right. Let's spray this up again. And it's cold in here too, so maybe it won't go too fast. I left it open because I'm spraying. Okay, I want that to dry because I want to give my pumpkin some silver streaks. See, doesn't it look like it's on fire? I think it looks great, actually. It doesn't look very good on screen, though. Oh, the heat does make it grow, you guys. Okay, you guys will all be hitting the lumber yard. So what they did on Pinterest was they laid this on a cookie sheet and did exactly what I did. And then when it was done, it looked like they had flaming hot coals. I just wanted to make it inside of a cauldron. It's bubbling just like a cauldron would. Man, I got a good Pinterest pin here. Melissa's got a good YouTube video, Melissa. Okay. Let's get a big brush and my sterling silver. I'm going to try to make this look good now. I haven't used the silver in so long. It's runny. Maybe it's a no-go for the silver. Maybe we'll have to use gray. There we go. To mix it all up on the tin foil. Let's see what we got here. I need a really big brush. I'll use this one. So I'm kind of going for that look that I've got on all the things behind me with the platinum. But once this hardens up, I want the foam to come up over. So you probably won't see a lot of the platinum. And also do it up here. And so this should make our wood look totally different. Or make it not look so much like wood. Look more like metal is the look I'm going for. Some down there at the bottom. Doesn't it look like he's in a bonfire? Or, oh, you know what? Here, let me shut this light off a moment. See if that looks, oh yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna shut off the other light. It's a glowing. Okay. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, I love that. Bulbs with spiders in them. Oh, I know. I was thinking of that today because I saw a lady take those, you know, the bubbles with the caps on them. And she had taken printables and put like a skeleton face in them. So yeah, adding some of those I don't have any glass ones. I've got or you know what, clear ornaments would work good too. All right, and then let's put my skeletons at. Yeah, the little glass bulbs going all the way down, and that has to be done while it's wet. So scissors. That may not get done, but that would be if you had glass bulbs. Okay, so we have a skeleton here. And I wanted parts of a skeleton. He needs to be a little bit charred. Nope, there's already a skin forming on there. And I guess I probably know that my brush will never be the same, and that's my favorite brush to highlight with. He needs a little bit more. I know it's going to grow, but I really want it to grow now. Okay, let's take some pieces of the scarecrow and put them in here. Wish it was. I bet I can stick these in once this is dried up too. I'm kind of make them look like pieces coming up. All right. Put some thicker silver on here. Okay, we got that. And then the sign went. Where do we put the sign? Right there. Then I'm going to put how much time I got? I got 11 minutes, right? Yeah, I will use some E6000. On this guy. I am going to just lightly hit him with some black. And I'm going to hot glue them up there for now, just for purposes of over there. Oh, I did have some moss, what, yesterday? I do have some moss. Hold on. Okay, let's see it right there. I do have a few extra lights, and I think after that, I think I'll check on it a little later tonight and put some more of the light bulbs inside and hit it with a little bit more of the insulation. Let me hit it with some more black. You know what? It needs probably some moss up here as well. That way it makes it old and scarier. Okay, that's it, guys. Oops, you know what? We don't need that color moss. I'll have to glue it on. Porter will love this, although I hope I don't have to cut insulation off of it once it all sets up. Okay, let me shut off the light and show. Doesn't show up that well, but I think it'll look really cute when it's done. Well, it wasn't quite the Pinterest fail. I just wish I'd known that it took a while to set up. All right, I'm going to keep an eye on this because, like Ellen said, I have never messed with lights and insulation, so I don't want it to be a fire hazard either before I give it to Porter. Put him off there. All right, let me take you down and I'll show you a little bit closer because we've only got 5 minutes left. I think it looks really good. It looks like there's flaming embers in there. I like it. I just wish it was puffed up so we could see what it looked like. And you know what? I need to go and find a twinkling set of lights so that they twinkle. That way they'd really look like they were on fire. So the look that I'm trying to get is, I cracked it right there when I was trying to cut it. So I'll try to mend that. I want it to start oozing out of the eyes and out of the mouth, but if you look in there, it looks like it's actually hot coals. Isn't that so cool? Kind of reminds me of those snakes on 4th of July. And then once we see how this oozes up, I want it to come down over the top of this pumpkin, but so that I don't ruin it, I'm gonna leave it like that for tonight. And I got a couple more minutes, so I'm gonna show you the other Halloween decorations that Porter has not taken home yet. So I've got Mr. Skeleton. This guy you can get at Dollar Tree for only $6. I did the same technique. I added black paint to him and then went over it with the pewter, added a hat, and he's quite the dapper guy. The other night here on Craft Around the Clock, I started the Mega Pint, which was a clear glass gallon jug, and I put texture up here, painted it black, added the platinum, and now it looks like an old textured one. This guy was orange at Dollar General, and I painted him black, put the platinum over it, and then so he's cool. And then last night I took an old mirror, not an old mirror, it was $24 at Dollar General. You can see, you can see me right there in the image. I sprayed it with window frost, you know, that you put on your windows so people can't see in, and then painted it with the ghost. Drippy drizzle. Test the low melt on the piece. Oh, that's a good idea, Ellen. I will try that. And this piece does not go with any of them. This starts my Christmas decor. So, all right, everybody, I'm gonna let you go. This is it so far. I'm gonna take some pictures of it through the night and watch it grow, and I will post pictures. All right, everybody, you all have. Hey, everybody. So, this is last night's project. You can see it didn't inflate on me as much as what I wanted. And I think I painted the burning fire part to black. So I wanted to jump on here and kind of see what I can do to it to kind of brighten it up a little bit, I think. But I love how that styrofoam has got those glued in there. The problem with this piece is going to be if the lights ever burn out, you got to throw it all away or you got to take the back off because there's no way to ever replace those lights again. So let's see what we got going on. Hold on. Now I'm going to have to put my camera in all kinds of crazy directions to get this to work for you. But I still got insulation. It is the big gap filler is what I used. I expected to wake up this morning to this huge blob, but I think it's because I kept it cold in here last night because I was spray painting. So I left the door open. It was cold in here for the hour that I was trying that. Oh, I got some black spray paint. So now I want to, I need to fix it up so it looks right. So let me pull you back down here. I won't be able to see your comments. Hi, Patty. Hi, Danette and Lori. All right. So I got a lot of views on this last night. But let's see if we can bring you down here. And I'll tell you that if you're going to do this, you have now learned the right way and the wrong way. So Doris last night sent me a video of a lady who did this on 3 of her window panes, kind of like beside her door. And she laid out a piece of foam board, put a lot of skeleton heads on it, and then just spray painted it black. She did not use the lights. But I've got enough going on here. I just want to lightly spray my foam. Let's see here. So see, that's all it needed. I got too much over here, but I'm gonna fix that up by hitting it with some more foam. So I don't want any more than that because now the lights are shining through it to where it looks like it's on fire. I don't want the charred look. I just want, let me pull this up to you so you can see it a little bit better. I want to look like it's burning coals. So like it's a witch's pot. It's got all the little skeletons coming out of it. And you can see up close here, it looks better than what I'm getting on the camera because it's not really as dark as I thought it was. But I added more lights here so the lights aren't put in there the way I want it to. Okay, so let's add some more foam. And, shoot, I did mean to bring a pair of gloves. I have no fingerprints, so if I get arrested, we're all in trouble because I do have this small layer of insulation over all of them. Oh, we're going to see if this will still come out. Just want to kind of bury the lights a little bit, but I still want them to poke out. And I think that's what I didn't do before, is I didn't really let the lights come through. And go back over the black parts. So I do want it a little bit thicker. Now watch, it's warmer out today. Now this will probably really blow up on me. I want to add a little more in here where I got it too dark. And we can hide. Porter was very happy with it. He can't wait to get this home. I'm going to cover these cords because they're not going to work anyway after it's all done. And maybe by putting that black spray paint may have caused it to stop growing as well. Oops, I got it still coming out the nozzle. Oh, that can hang out his mouth. Ah, still coming. I would recommend doing this when you're able to be outside. Kind of want his nose and his eyes to come out a little bit further. I don't want to hide my things that are in there. All right, I think that's going to make it exactly the way I want it. I'm going to open my door because I'm wondering if hitting it with that black spray paint was what kept it from growing. And I really don't want it to grow. I'm happy with it just like that. I just needed it a little bit thicker since I added extra lights. And I don't want it too black. Now it is growing here, but now it's look like it's seeping out. So that's the look I want. I was going for, you know, making it all just like it's overflowing. I do want a little bit right here. Looks like it's running down. Let me get over here a moment. Hide this cord. But try not to cover up all the lights. I am really good with that. I like that. I really, really do. But you know what? Now I need to make my pumpkin. Hold on. Let me grab some white paint. I want my pumpkin to kind of stand out a little bit more. So if you're just joining me, I had my husband cut 3 fence boards and then he nailed them together back here. And then I took a Halloween pumpkin, cut it in half vertically. It's only on there with that insulation foam and it's staying there. It's not going anywhere. And then I made a little sign that's not attached. I need to nail that up there. So I thought 100 lights would be too much, but I think, of course, I covered them a little heavy, but I would not go with less than 100. Maybe that'll look like ashes coming out of it. Back here I didn't. I got him a little dark stuff. Okay, an easy project that you could do on just about anything. Let me turn my light off again. I know it's not totally dark here yet, but this would look so cute hanging on the side of your house. It just looks like it's been on fire. You could probably do this. I saw the lady do it on an aluminum tray that she put tinfoil down, and then I saw the lady doing it on the styrofoam. So you could do it on just about anything. And hold on, my foam insulation is coming out all over the place. It is a very messy job, so I would do it outside. And if you wanted it to bubble up more, kind of like it's growing right there where I didn't hit it with the black. If you want to let it grow more, I would not spray it with your spray paint, because I think that's what's preventing it from bubbling up too big. Because I was thinking last night, if it kept bubbling up, I was just going to have a big old glob of a mess. But this turned out really, really cute. I can't wait for Porter to see it. I'm not too sure that I like the sign anymore. I think the sign needs to be silver. So I'm going to take the sign off and I'm going to repaint it. This is just one of those dollar signs from Dollar Tree. Yeah, I'll just go right over it. But I think it needs to be right here. And I need it to be black and silver is what I'm going to do with it. So that is, I just glued that little guy up there. And then, I'm going to keep thinking about it because I do have some metal strips out there. Maybe I'll put an old piece of metal. I'm not quite sure, but this would be a really cute project to do with your grandkids or kids. I didn't leave, I put a lot of lights in that pumpkin, but I think I should have filled the back side of, I should have brought all those lights up forward more. But for my first attempt and for giving you a demonstration, I think it turned out great. I do want to show you something else that I got. Let's see what else I got. Hold on. And that used to my thing being up this high. So with the lights on too, take a look at it here. And so I took an X-Acto knife and took the eyes, nose, and mouth out of it. So it was $1 for the pumpkin, $4 for the insulation. The skeletons came from the Dollar Tree, and my husband put some boards together. So that's all it was. And you can see there, I'll have to hit it with a little bit of black on the side, but we'll see what happens. So if you saw the mirror the other day, I do have to finish dry brushing this. I bought the gold one. I went to Dollar General, and they are in the home decor section. $24. Love my mirror. But I bought the gold one because I want to do a snowman on him, or maybe even a Santa Claus. So everything's kind of tying in together. Porter took off with my radio. I love Mr. Skeleton Guy. But what I'm going to do with him is, you know, I make those sitting scarecrows. I'm going to put his head on top of on an L-shaped body, and then he's going to be a sitter like this on the porch. So I should have him ready tonight, because yeah, he needs to sit. I can't really hang him because I just got hot glue on that hat, and we know that's not going to last. But I think I can make him into a sitting character. It'd be good. And then, so I took a picture of him with the mega pint jar, or gallon jug. So then Brittany tells me, we don't have a place for all this stuff, so I should have just decorated for Halloween myself. My mega pint is all done. This was a clear jar, and I took texture, painted it all black, and then put platinum paint on it. So if Porter doesn't get the whole thing decorated, I'll be back before Halloween, and I will put it all together. These are cheap little pumpkins that you get at Dollar General. I painted him black and put the platinum paint on it. So it's just real simple things that you can make to get insulation in. Let's see. Oh no, I just set an insulation. Insulation's a mess. So I got this bird cage at a garage sale or somewhere. And then I found, let's see, right here. I don't know, this one might not fit, but I got these at Dollar. This one's not gonna fit. I got some smaller heads, but you could spray paint that black and then hit it with the silver or platinum, and then decorate your bird cage with him. So I think Porter has taken all my other stuff home, and you see that we're running a thing where the Painting for Profits group is open. Look at this teapot we made today at noon. Isn't that the cutest teapot? So I've been in this teapot craze here lately, and I don't know where the other two are. I gotta go in the house and find them. But last fall, like it's been that long ago, a couple months ago, I made the teapots into pumpkins. And now I'm gonna make this one into a full face snowman. And we got Santa. And now this snowman, and then my snowman face is going to be that big. So that's what's going on inside of our group. If you want to join us, we have up at the very top of the page is the link. Oh, I got one more thing to show you. All right, you guys all know Judy Dooley, Holly Folk Art by Judy. She sells over on Virtual Home Decor Marketplace. She has been having a run. She used to do craft shows with me years ago, and she was from some part of Missouri or somewhere where they have cypress knees, and she's been painting Santa Clauses on cypress knees. Look what I found at the thrift store. My husband's like, that's probably a $200 lamp. You're not going to paint on that. So look at that piece of cypress with that old basket up there. He said even the light bulb was made years ago. Well, you can tell by the cord it's an old one. So this is one of those pieces that everyone says, oh, don't paint it, but it's kind of ugly all by itself. And you know, the worst part of this stuff when it's electrical is whether it actually works. I'm going to plug it in and see. Let's see if it works. Oh, and we have a light. Look at this. You want to see what it looks like in the dark? So somebody at one time thought that this was a cute lamp. Not my style, but it would fit for a lot of people. Look at that. I think that this needs to be painted with a snowman. Oh, I could really see Santa faces, but I'd have to ship it to Judy because I'm not good with Santa. But wouldn't that look cute with this cypress part painted? And then a lot of you are going to say, don't touch it. It's old and it's vintage, but it was a cool find for only $2. So I'm surprised that it works, and then that light bulb works as well. So, all right guys, I'm gonna go. I wanted to do an update. Once it's completely done, I will take pictures. In fact, I'll probably take, yeah, I need to take pictures now. But I'm gonna switch that sign up and make it silver. I think that'll go better with it. I'm sorry, I missed all your comments. Dusty, have you ever found a lamp to do that anymore? Dusty is like the main person to go to if you want anything with a snowman. And now it's like, I see something different. It's like, oh, I wonder if Dusty's ever seen this. I may have something Dusty doesn't have. Thank you, Joyce. So it was Crafting Off the Curb with Mom. What a cute name that is. Did you add more than what you did last night? I did a little bit, Jennifer. So when I went in, I guess what I did was I had a lot of lights that were trailing. And so I took those lights from here, I added them up here, and oh, the stuff's bubbling out of his eyes now. Oh, I like that look. I don't want it to bubble too much, but I might have to dry brush it a little bit with the white paint. So I did take it up over with more lights, And then I sprayed it a little bit last night to hold those lights in place. But pretty much that's it. Now, like I said, next time that I did this, I would definitely put the lights up closer to the face. Or maybe even make the eyes a little bit bigger. I don't know, but for an experiment, I think it turned out really cute. And it was cheap to make. And it's not like you had to have any talent whatsoever, because I don't have any crafting talent, but it worked out. My hands, I have no fingerprints. They have a film over them. My husband took me to the garage, poured gasoline on them, cleaned them with cleaner, poured, and took most of it, but there's still a film.